Before this video starts, I just want to say like a huge thank you for the support I've got lately. It's all coming off that one video, and I also want to say thank you for 240 subscribers I think I have now. I can't believe how far I blew up. I mean, this time last week, I think I was on like 60. So thank you all so much. It's such a pleasure, and my last video was saying thank you for 1k views, and now I've got to, I think it's at like 11k views at the moment. One final thank you for how much my channel's blown up over the past couple of days. I really do appreciate it. I mean, I would be happy with this much growth in a year. And the comments have been really supportive too, so I just want to say thank you. It really does like bring a huge grin on my face when I see them. Just before I get into the video, again, I just want to say that I made a couple mistakes in that 0.60 video that I did. I did say DX10 instead of DX11. I did know the difference. I'm not a fucking idiot, but well, that's debatable. I don't really use scripts for my videos, so I was saying everything off the top of my head, and DirectX 10 came out of my mouth instead of 11, so I feel like an idiot for that. And one final statement I want to take back. I confused a lot of people where I said that only 10 employees were working on DayZ full-time. That was wrong. It's actually 10 QA testers. I didn't know there was a difference. QA testers are actually just people that test the game. I just thought QA were just developers, but I was wrong. I don't actually know how many people are full-time working. There's only 10 full-time employees testing the game, so I apologize for that. Anyway, the point in this video was this morning I woke up to 0.60 being out. Well, experimental. It took me about 10 minutes to realize that I needed to. It took me about 10 minutes of spamming join to realize that I needed to put the new UI or put the game into experimental mode. And then once I did that, it took me another half an hour to get into a third person server. On this Facebook community I'm in for a server that I'm on, people were saying they've spent an hour, even above that, trying to get into a server. Unfortunately, I did have to go to college, so I only got about half an hour playtime. And this is my opinion on it so far, day one of experimental. And all I can say is I love it. It's everything I wanted. I've got kind of like a benchmark in the background, I guess. I think the video I did have a FPS counter on. And as you can see from it, it's getting about 90 frames outside of towns. I was getting 90 frames in towns. Even in a field, it would shoot up to 100. I think I've got a bit of Berezino where it was at 50, and I just walked straight down Berezino, and it did dip to about 28 twice. And keep in mind, everyone's using a thing to keep in mind is people are messing around with graphics configurations at the moment. By this weekend, there'll probably be a ton of videos out on how to best optimize for this update. What needs to be low, what needs to be high. I've just kept my 0.59 configuration until I find a good enough video just to copy off that. And the only reason I haven't fiddled around with it myself is just because I think people say they usually get booted after being in the server for like 40 minutes. So I don't really want to waste time doing that and not actually playing. Another thing I'm going to say quickly is I was watching a stream today while I was in college just because I couldn't play the game. And the streamer said he thinks they've sorted out the gamma issue where players would turn their gamma up to the max and it would basically just be black and white and you could really pick off people in previous updates. Like if you were hiding in a woods, it would just be so easy to see them. Apparently they fixed that now. I haven't tested it. There are a few bugs that have been found already. I'm going to link a video to Commander Pixel's video who listed off a lot of the bugs that are in the game at the moment. So there'd be a great video to watch if you're trying to get into the servers. A couple other impressions I got from it is the graphics seem different to me. And same with the feel of the movement. I don't know if it feels different just because I'm getting better frames now, so it feels much smoother. But the animations do look smoother itself. I'm not sure if I managed to get a clip of any zombies climbing over walls, but I think I did. And if I did, I'll play them there. Zombies feel better now. It's weird. It's hard to explain. I haven't got any desync issues, and I think that could be to do with I only played for a short amount of time, and it's the devs hosting the server. It's not some third-party company hosting the server. Well, I don't know. It could be, but yeah, I do think there's also been a graphics update. The graphics looks. It could be my configuration again. It might not be great for the update, but the terrain just looks a lot more like it has a lot more texture. If I can get one of my screenshots of an old update and compare it side by side with the one now, 0.60, then you let me know and tell me if you guys think there was a graphics update, because it definitely looks better to me. And another thing is zombies. Like, zombies up until now, they've just been an irritation. I mean, if you're in a gunfight and a zombie's coming up to you, you've just got to expose yourself to quickly shoot it, or you could just leave it to hit you. But it will take a shit ton of hits before it even started doing damage. I did stand by a zombie for a while. It took ages to kill me, so I don't think that's updated, but they just feel nicer. The zombies just feel better. It's hard to explain, but I got one funny clip here where I saw someone previously get chased by what looked like a horde of zombies. And then I walked over and he managed to trap them all in the building, and there were all these zombies. So I decided to get them, lead them around. This is where my COD Zombies training came into play. I managed to lead them all into the church, trap them all in the church, and I just left them there. Hopefully it gave someone a surprise. But I haven't been able to experience combat yet. Like I said, I was only on for a very short period. Everyone that I met was friendly. I met about one person with a gun. One didn't have a loaded gun. But as I was watching a stream today, the streamer was running up to DayZ, which is the new military base there, and he met a couple of people. He didn't meet much for like a 60-man server is what they've been upgraded to now. But the people that he did meet were friendly. I mean, he ran right through the Northwest airfield and nothing. He ran straight up to DayZ and he ran past a squad of 3, all M4s, and they just said hey and walked on. That's obviously because the update's new. Everyone wants to experience it. No one wants to die, really. But so far it looks brilliant, and I'm trying to get this video wrapped up quickly now so I could just go play it myself after I spend like 10 fucking minutes trying to find a server. Anyway, tell me what you think if you've played it so far, or if you haven't because of servers and so forth. I'm probably going to do a video this weekend on it. Not like a commentary, just an actual video of me playing it. And that's if the servers are still up. I mean, like Hick said on Twitter, that these aren't for us to play technically. They're for them to test the heavy load. So for all we know, they could be taken down. I don't know if these are going to be up until stable. I hope so. And what it says, it's stable could be just around the corner. Hopefully. I'm hoping anyway. Anyway, I'll stop yabbering on now and we can all get on and play. Thanks for watching, and one final thank you for everything that I've achieved on this channel over the past couple of days. It's fucking amazing. So, thanks.